Be the smartest gardener in the county, or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio, joined by Coach Polito. And Coach, you guys are having a great district play right now. Is you're 8-0 or 10-0? 10-0 in district play. Last week you took on Portales and Goddard. Talk about those games and give the fans a recap.
So Tuesday we traveled to Portales, and the games felt like they, correct me if I'm wrong, I felt like those were the games that took forever, or maybe it was the week before. I don't remember. It all kind of
blends together.
But we went, and it was interesting. I got a text message that morning from Riley, and she said, "Coach, I'm not feeling well. I'm not going to be able to make it to the games. I'm so sorry." So right away I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? Are you okay? Like, you're sick how? And she told me how she was sick. I was like, okay. So inside it's like a minor freak out because, I mean, we've had Riley at every game since she was an 8th grader. So just knowing that she wasn't going to be there, because she brings something to the team, not just having her in the circle or in the plate. Like, she just brings this confidence that everyone, they follow that. They feed off of it. So we knew it was going to be different and interesting, and the girls found out. They were a little worried, but we're like, you know what? We're going to have to figure it out. I mean, you don't want it to happen now, but she's going to graduate here after this season, and all the girls are coming back, and this is what we're going to be playing with. So now's the time to put it together and see what we can do without Riley, as sad it is to say. But, they played well, and they came together, and they hit the ball. They pitched well. Kaden and Madison threw really well in the circle for us, and it was just really good to see them be able to perform without having that person there that usually is the glue for our program. So we were successful. We swept them on Tuesday, and then Saturday we had Goddard here at home, and we were able to get a lot of our girls in. Most every girl played. Our seniors got to play because it was senior day, and we got to recognize them, which was amazing to see. And just everyone playing together, putting the ball in play, but doing it the right way. And when we say the right way, like hitting the ball behind the runner, advancing, getting bunts down, all of that kind of stuff is what we talk about when we talk about playing together as a team. And then we had a pinch hit, walk-off, single to end the second game by a run rule, but it was really awesome to see everyone come together.
Well, it was a good week of softball. You stayed perfect in district, and now you got 2 more games against Lovington at Lovington. We've already seen them once. They're the number 3 ranked team, or at least as of last week, they were the 3rd ranked team in the state in 4A. So always a good matchup with those young ladies in Lovington. Talk a little bit about that game, those 2 games that you got coming up.
Yeah, so we'll travel to Lovington. We'll play at 4:30 and 6:30. And it's always different when you go to their place. Here we have our home crowd, and we get a good following when we go, but I mean, it's always different. We're playing on dirt, and it's sandy for the most part, so we're just really going to have to hone in our defense. And they're good hitters. They're a good hitting team, so we just have to make sure that we're playing defense behind whichever pitcher's in the circle for that game. But it should be fun. It's going to be good competition to finish out our district.
And so wrapping up district play this week, we want to encourage all the fans out there by watching this. Come on over to Lovington and support the Lady Bulldogs in their final 2 games of the 2022 district season. And then once that's wrapped up this coming weekend, we'll find out where you guys are seated. We think we know where you're going to be seated, but we'll always wait. So Bulldog fans, come support these young ladies. If you can't make it to Lovington, then join us right here on KSVP Radio and or KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs!
New car, but don't know where to look?
Well, look no further. Here at Tate Branch Auto Group, we have had our used car managers busy buying vehicles to fill our inventory and to meet your needs.
That's right. We are bringing in new cars daily and getting them ready to hit our showrooms. But hurry fast, because these vehicles will not last long.
And if you have no time to make it down to the dealership, that's not a problem. You can view our entire inventory on www.tatebranch.com, where you will have the ability to purchase your car online with front door delivery.
That's right. Come and visit us at www.tatebranch.com.
And we do it all. Need an oil change? Come on in. No appointments necessary. Brakes making funny noises? We've got you covered. Transmissions in the dumps? That's not a problem.
Come see us today at Tate Branch in Artesia, Carlsbad, Hobbs, or Roswell, where the selection of vehicles will not disappoint.
May the 4th be with you. Register for upcoming summer and fall classes at ENMU Roswell on Wednesday, May 4th in the Student Services Center on campus. Advisors can help you get registered and answer questions about financial aid and other support services. Enjoy snacks and prize giveaways, and may the 4th be with you. For more information, call 575-624-7294. Log on to roswell.enmu.edu.
When it comes to your tires, don't take any shortcuts. Trust Forest Tire. They've been keeping you rolling for 78 years. Forest Tire knows tires, and they know that being there is what matters most. That's why Michelin packs more innovation inside its tires to maximize performance without sacrificing capabilities, so you can continue to go the extra mile to be there for the ones who matter most, delivering service that exceeds your expectations. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
Special guest tonight, our four-time state championship cheerleader. Thank you, cheerleaders, for the team coming up to cheer on our Lovington softball team.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here as we get ready to go for game number 2, and I'm trying to get my lineup in. We got them a little bit late. So I'm going to put my lineup in as we get ready to go. If you're just now joining us, the Artesia Bulldogs win game 1 in great fashion as the first baseman, Cage Napadaka, hits it out of the park. In the top of the 7th inning, the score was 0-0, and she goes yard with 2 runners on in front of her. And so the Bulldogs end up winning 3-0 off of that shot, as pitching for the Bulldogs was our normal pitcher, and Riley Tucker, and she ends up with a no-hitter and breaks the state record in strikeouts. She ends up with 602 on in her career. And so just a great game by the Bulldogs as they get the win. They now are the district champions. They're 11-0 in district, and they, regardless of this next game, even if they were to lose, they would still be the district champions. So congratulations to our Artesia Lady Bulldogs as they are the District 4A state champions, and now they play here in game 2 of the night. As I'm trying to get our lineup put in here as the announcers, and he saved me here because they don't normally do this, but here they are doing it, although we're getting ready to go. So for the Bulldogs, leading off will be number 13, Riley Crandall. She is playing second base here in game number 2. So she'll step in on the right side. On the left side, first pitch she sees is outside, ball 1. The pitcher here in game number 2 is Daphne Udahara. She is a freshman pitcher. And Crandall steps in with ball 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called, strike 1, caught the outside corner. So 1-1 now the count to Crandall. On deck is Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Caden Apadaka for Artesia. Crandall steps back in on the left side. The pitcher, Udahara, ready to go. Called strike 2. Caught that outside edge. Good fastball there by the freshman. As Crandall steps back in with a 1-2 count. Trying to find my stats on the pitcher. Here's the pitch, way outside for ball 2. 2-2 now. The count to Crandall. So Daphne Udahara is the freshman. She is 8-3 on the season, 13 appearances, 7 complete games. And now has a 2-2 count on the leadoff batter for the Artesia Bulldogs, Riley Crandall. Top of the first, swing, it's a ground ball to the shortstop, and it goes through the wickets, so reaching on an error will be Riley Crandall, as the shortstop had to go right under her glove. And so one error in the ball game, and the leadoff batter is on for the Bulldogs here in the top of the first inning, game 2. And that'll bring to the plate Kenna Morrison, the center fielder. And she'll face Daphne Udahara for the first time here this evening. Here's the wind and the pitch. She tries to bunt, and it goes backwards for a foul ball. Bunt foul, strike 1. So the Bulldogs win District 4-4A and looking to stay perfect in district. They're 11-0 right now in district play. They get this win, they'll finish that way, 12-0, finish perfect. Here's the wind and the pitch, gonna bunt it, and it's a little bunt to the pitcher. She'll pick it up, go to first base, the second baseman covering, but that does move the runner over on the sacrifice bunt. 1 for the putout.
Now batting number 24.
So the Bulldogs have the first runner in scoring position here in game number 2 with Caden Apodaca coming to the plate. Caden hit that rope out of the ballpark, and no doubter, even into this heavy wind blowing in game 1, top of the 7th. And here's her first pitch. She swings and fouls that back for strike 1. That wind, we probably could have had 4 home runs in game 1 without that real strong wind blowing in, but hers sliced through it going out left field and just was a no-doubter. And she roped it out there. The count was full. It was 3-2, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Nobody had scored yet. It was 0-0, and she just hits that rocket. That pitch down and in, ball 1. 1-1 now to Apodaca. On deck is Zoe Warren, the right fielder, and in the hole, the catcher, Mercedes Aguilar. If you didn't see game 1 or hear it, I'll tell you about the way they look right here in just a minute. There's a swing and a flare out over to the, that got into the batter's cage out there, batter's pen. Anyway, the Bulldogs wearing their orange jerseys with white numbers, white pants with the pants high, and the orange and white stirrup socks. The Lady Lovington Wildcats wearing white with pinstripe blue and blue numbers and blue on their shoulders. That's, if you're watching, you know all this, but if you're listening on the radio, that pitch misses down and in for a 2-2 count. If you're listening on the radio, then now you know what they look like out there on the field. Defensively, Chavarria, Marquez, and Reyes from left to right. Corral, Hernandez, Morales, and Olguin third to first. DePorto catching Udahara. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that's a foul ball as it goes off of the batter, Apodaca. She hustles down the line like you should. I heard I think one of the Lovington girls say, way to run, kind of making fun, but great job there by the 8th grader, Apodaca. She knew that was a foul ball, but she sprinted it out anyway. Here's the pitch, swung on. Here's a deep shot out to center field, but it's into that direct wind, and so right at the warning track, and going to tag up and go to third is Crandall. She's in there safely, so the sacrifice fly, man, that was another, that was straight into the wind, and it was she backed right up against the warning track, against the fence in dead center field, and made the catch. That was a home run without that heavy wind, but it turns out to be a sacrifice fly. So runner at third base is Riley Crandall, and the cleanup batter, Zoe Warren, will step in. Udahara ready to go. Has Warren now ready to go as well. And here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 1 called. Fastball down the middle. Warren takes a step back in, ready to go. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, KJ Ray in the hole. There's a line drive out to right field. Will it stay foul? It does not. It goes foul. Kind of had a slice on it. It sliced out there foul. So it's picked up over against the fence by the right fielder Reyes. Thrown back into Morales, the second baseman, and to the pitcher, Urahara. So to the count to Zoe. She saw a strike first pitch and then fouled that one down the right field line for strike 2. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's going to be a little nubber to the right side. The second baseman will scoop it and toss it. 4-3 the put out. So the Artesia Bulldogs get no hits, no runs. There was one defensive error, and there was one runner left on base. 0-0 as we head into the bottom of the first inning.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. With the price of gas really high, you may be looking for a more economical car or truck. Well, look no further than Artesia Ford Sales. Artesia Ford Sales is known for their selection of Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. And right now, that reputation means Artesia Ford is able to have in stock a great selection of gas-sipping vehicles for you to consider. With certified pre-owned, you can rest assured your purchase is top quality and qualifies for a much lower interest rate than a typical used car. So save money on gas and save money on your monthly payment with a quality certified pre-owned car from Artesia Ford Sales.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here going into the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 our score. Artesia's defense sets up like this. Jenna Whitmire in left, Kenna Morrison in center with Zoe Warren in right, KJ Ray at third, Kinsey Carlo at short, Riley Crandall playing second, and Caden Apodaca at first. Perseus Aguilar catching, in the pitcher, Madison Martinez. So number 10, Maddie Martinez, will step in to pitch here in the circle. On the season, she's got a 5.19 ERA, 3 wins, took 1 loss. So 750 winning percentage. She's been seen 9 times and has 2 saves. No, I'm sorry, 1 complete game. All right, so coming up to bat will be number 3, Avery Marcus for the Lovington Wildcats. And Maddie Martinez ready to go. Here's the pitch, swinging and a miss. Good pitch on the outside corner for a swinging strike 1. On deck is Honey Morales, and in the hole, Angelina Corral for the Wildcats. Maddie gets her pitch now with the pitch. Swung on, that's going to be a base hit into right field. Coming up throwing to first base was Zoe Warren, but not in time. So the leadoff single to right field puts a runner down at first base, and coming to the plate, Honey Morales.
Honey Morales.
They have these speakers turned up here at Lovington Wildcat Stadium, softball park. And it's up here on the roof with Gene and I, so you can probably hear it good through my mic and through our field mic. Okay, here's the pitch. Morales going to bunt. She puts it on the right side. Madison's going to get it. So it's first in time. So good job there by Maddie Martinez, but it is a bunt, sacrifice bunt. 1-3 to put out.
13, Angelina Corral.
So the Lovington Wildcats have a runner in scoring position down at first base. They only had that one time in game number 1. Crandall had a no-hitter, but they got a couple of base runners via the error. So they had 1 runner in scoring position in game 1. They've got 1 already here in game 2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul straight back by Corral for strike 1. That's Angelina Corral, wears number 13, and she playing third base here in game 2. I think she played third base in game 1 as well. So Maddie Martinez looking over to the dugout to get her numbers, to look at her wristband, which she does. And now the wind in the pitch. A little bit high. Ball 1, 1-1 now to Corral. On deck is the DP, softball DP, number 77, Alexa Bell. And in the hole, the catcher, number 10, Sienna DePorto. Bulldog defense shaded over to the right side. There's a drive up the middle. Coming on is Morrison. She's going to go to second base. They hold the runner up, but another base hit up the middle. So holding up at third base is Marcus, and now Corral standing at first base. And coming to the plate will be the DP, number 77, Alexa Bell. Runners on first and third and one out, as she'll try to get the first run up across the plate for the Wildcats today, as they went 0 in the first game. The fake throw down by Perseus, so swinging strike one. Corral will move over on the stolen base. So now 2 runners in scoring position, as Bell will stack back in with an 0-1 count. On deck is Sienna DePorto, and in the hole, the left fielder, Annalise Chavarria. And Lovington threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. High, ball 1-1 now the count. Good job there by Perseus as she kind of sprung up and caught that rise ball that started out high and just went higher. Bell back in. Maddie gets her numbers. Now she's ready to go. Here's the 1-1. High and tight for ball 2. That was in. Little chin music there for Alexa Bell. So now the count 2-1. As again, Maddie Martinez gets her numbers from Coach over in the dugout. Takes a look at her wristband and now ready to go. And the pitch. Too high, maybe a little bit outside. Ball 3. So now 3-1 to Bell. Maddie once again ready to go after getting her numbers. Here's the 3-1 winding pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good fastball there. So full count now for Bell with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Game 2 of our doubleheader here in Lovington, New Mexico. And now Maddie stepped off, so the batter calls time and steps out. And now Maddie was ready to go, so she stepped off. Now she's back on the rubber. Bell back in the batter's box, and here's the payoff pitch, 3-2 count. Swung on, hit well to center field. That's going to be caught out there. Get it in quickly, but not fast enough, as she throws it into the cutoff. So the fly ball, sacrifice fly, and that's a first
Stepping into the box,
run of the night for the Wildcats. Straight out to center field. So strike 1 called to the next batter, who is Sienna DePorto. So 2 outs now. Corral remained at second. 1-0, and Sienna DePorto steps in with strike 1. Here's the wind in the pitch. Just a little bit low. Ball 1-1 now the count. Lovington drawing first blood here in game number 2. It took 7 innings before any runs got across in game 1. But here in game 2, they get 1 run across here in the bottom of the first. Sophomore and a freshman pitching. Sophomore for the Bulldogs, Maddie Martinez. Swing, did not check her swing, and that is strike 2. So 1-2 now the count. Oh, it's 2-1. That first one won the strike. I'm mistaken. 2-1, Gene corrects me. So 2-1 the count. Gene says, I think you were right. That was a strike, but he called it a ball. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. No, that's strike 2. I had 2 strikes, but he didn't. The guy that was in charge only had 1 strike. So now it's 2-2. As the all right, so 2-2 the count. Martinez ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Call. Oh, nope. Ball 3. Maddie gives a big grin. Perseus really framed that up there, and
In the first game, that was a strike. The umpire had a little wider zone than our new umpire behind the plate, or at least that pitch. Anyways, so full count now, runner at second base. We've got 2 down. Persea sets up on that outside corner. Here's the pitch, swung on, it's a ground ball. Good play there by Carlo. That took a weird hop. It was hit towards her, and she caught it on the ground, so 6-3 the put out. And so that ends the threat. But, like I said, they get on the board, 2 hits, 1 run, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It's 1-0 going into the top of the second. Wildcats lead the Bulldogs.
Summer vacation is here, but just because you're on vacation doesn't mean your teeth should be. Protect your teeth this summer with a few summer tooth tips. First, drink lots of water. Believe it or not, most of the problems start with a dry mouth. Keep yourself and your mouth hydrated and happy. Avoid sugary drinks and avoid chewing on ice. Sure, it cools you off, but it's not great for your teeth. Don't forget to brush and floss regularly and dry out your toothbrush. Save your teeth for summer's sake. These tooth tips brought to you by Dr. K. Youngren and Smile Expressions, 2520 Hermosa Drive, Artesia.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to summer and hotter weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Top of the second, and leading off for the Artesia Bulldogs will be number 15, Perseus Aguilar. She'll be facing Daphne Urahara for the first time. On deck for the Bulldogs is KJ Ray, and in the hole, Maddie Martinez, the pitcher. I forgot to finish out my lineup cards while we were on the break there, but I can do it here in the inning, no problem. All right, so Perseus steps in. Here's the first pitch, swung on, line drive over to the right side toward the tennis ball courts here for a foul ball strike. 0-1 to Perseus, so she'll step back in. Lovington playing pretty much straight away here. Bulldogs always have been shifting, the whole night's been shifting to the right side. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball just a little bit high, I guess, so 1-1 now the count. Here's the wind and the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2 on the swing. Good cut, but just a little better pitch. As Perseus will shorten up a little bit here and try to make contact on anything close. So 1-2, she steps back in. Urahara ready to go. Well, I said she was. Now she's going to step up there. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, hit well out to right center field. Right fielder and the center fielder both go towards it. Center fielder will make the catch on the pop fly out to right center, and that is out number 1. And that'll bring KJ Ray to the plate. On deck is the pitcher, Maddie Martinez. As KJ will step in first time to face Daphne Urahara. I figure they're probably sisters, senior and freshman, Delaney and Daphne. And Delaney pitched game 1, and now Daphne pitching game 2 for the Wildcats. Here's the wind in the pitch. Just a bit outside for ball 1. Heard a Lovington fan go, sure, which in game 1, that was a strike. But a little different, got a different umpire, so you got different strike zone, a little bit. Not quite as wide. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, that's it well, right center field. And that's a goner. See ya. Tied up with one swing of the bat. KJ Ray spanks it over the right field fence. Again, if you're watching this on the radio, you got to understand the wind's blowing pretty good in. And that's the second home run on the night. First for KJ Ray. She just smoked that ball, and that tied it up 1-1. She hit that out to right field, and the wind is pretty much blowing in from right field. It's been center field in, right field in all night long. And still a good gusty, good wind, and she just hit that on the nose. So 1-1, Bulldogs and Wildcats all tied up here. We're in the top of the second, and 1-8, and 1-1 the score with Maddie Martinez coming to the plate. Here's the pitch. Missed away, ball 1. So the pitcher, Udahara, takes a look into her catcher. Now the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and that, it hit the pole. I was going to say it got over into the, but it didn't, into the tennis courts, but it hit the pole that's holding up netting over here to our right. For that very reason, to keep it from getting into the tennis courts, I suppose. 1-1 the count. Wide in the pitch. Low and away, ball 2, 2-1. Now the count. As the left fielder gets some sunglasses on, and the shortstop, as the sun's starting to go down here, so kind of going into the eyes on the left side of the base paths and left side of the fielders out there. So everybody now set. As Udahara gets back on the rubber. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 2. That one caught that outside edge. So that was what we saw in game 1. He's not called that, but that one maybe was the right height, maybe. I don't know. 2-2 the count. The pitch. That one's too far out for ball 3. So full count now to Madison Martinez. Here's the wind and the payoff. Swung, and a pop fly out to right field. That may be trouble, but it's going to be foul. So it would have been trouble. Nobody was going to get to it, but it just tailed, had that slice on it, and it goes foul. On deck for the Bulldogs, the DP, number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva, and in the hole, the left fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire. Here's the wind and the payoff. Swung on. It's a hard ground ball to the second baseman. She'll pick it up, go to first in time for out number 2. 4-3, the put out. So that'll bring to the plate number 18, Liz De La Riva. That's not what I wanted to do, so I got to change that. Undo. First pitch called, strike 1. As Liz steps back in. That ball a little bit too far out for ball 1. So 1-1 the count to Liz De La Riva. She looks at a ball that bounces up there for ball 2. So on deck, Jenna Whitmire, and then we're back to the top of the order. Riley Crandall in the hole. And our score 1-1 here at Lovington Wildcat softball field. Swung on, foul ball off to the right side, out of play for a foul ball strike, and the count now 2-2 to De La Riva. She'll step back in on the right side. You get a ball in from the dugout, get a ball in from the umpire. So everybody will reset here, pitcher and catcher and batter. 1-1 our score. We're in the top of the second inning. Bulldogs tied up on a KJ Ray home run over right field fence. Here's the pitch, swung on, it's a ground ball to the shortstop. She'll scoop it up, fire it to first base in time by about a step, and that is out number 3, 6-3, the put out. But the Artesia Bulldogs do some damage. They get 1 hit and 1 run because it was a home run. No errors and nobody left on base. 1-1 Bulldogs and Lovington all tied up. We're going into the bottom of the second after this timeout.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, as we head into the bottom of the second inning, our score is 1-1. I said 0-0 a lot in the first game until the seventh. This ball game, we've had some scoring early on. 1-1 our score, Bulldogs and Wildcats. Bottom of the second, and Annalise Chavarria coming to the plate. She is the left fielder, and she looks at called strike one. On deck is Jocelyn Olguin, and in the hole, Layla Hernandez, the shortstop for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch from Maddie Martinez. Swung on, pop fly, catch it, Gene dive, Gene dive. Oh, he didn't dive. Could have been a long dive. He showed you on the screen there where that went. Strike two on the foul ball off to my left. The best he can do. Well, he got it, probably caught him on the filming there. That foul ball went off to our left here on the top of the press box. Beautiful evening in Lovington, New Mexico. A little bit of wind, but other than that, there's a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Gets over the glove of number 24, Caden Apodaca, and that is a hit to right field, single, as Warren was there quickly and got it in.
Up to the plate for the Wildcats.
That'll bring to the plate number 9, Jocelyn Olguin. Jocelyn, a right-handed batter, to face Maddie Martinez for the first time tonight. Annalise Chavarria down at first base, so the leadoff single here in the bottom of the second with no outs. The go-ahead run now at first base, and Olguin will step in. Martinez has her pitch. Here it is, the wind of the pitch. Outside, a little bit high, too, so ball one. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Apodaca at first, Ray at third, Crandall at second, and Carlo at short. Warren in right, Whitmire in left, and Morrison in center field with Aguilar behind the plate and Martinez in the circle. 1-0 pitch, right, down the outside half of the plate for called. Strike one on a great fastball. 1-1 now the count to Olguin. Hernandez on deck and Reyes in the hole for the Wildcats. As they get a leadoff single here to start things off in the bottom of the second. There's a hit. Oh, nice catch by the shortstop. Kinsey Carlo had to go up the ladder, and she catches it on the line drive and then fires it to first base, but the runner had stopped dead in her tracks and dove back safely. So holding up over there at first base, but that's out number one on a good play by Kinsey Carlo. And that'll bring Layla Hernandez to the plate. She's the shortstop. She did not, I don't think she batted in the first game. She was DP'd for. She was the flex. But batting here in game number two. Here's the pitch. Tries to get a bunt down and unable to get the bunt. So strike one on the bunt attempt. So 0-1 the count. The number 9 hitter, the right fielder, number 2, Ana E. Reyes on deck. And the leadoff batter, center fielder, number 3, Avery Marquez in the hole for the Wildcats. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside, a little bit high, ball one. So the sun back behind me off to my right is not quite down yet, but the shadows, the only place, well, a little bit in shortstop, definitely in left fielder's eyes as the sun continues to go away here. 7:08 p.m. on a Tuesday night. Swing, and that's a hit. down to the third base line. Good dig out over there by KJ Ray. She goes to fielder's choice. 5-3 on the ground out. Does move the runner over to third base. I mean to second base. So Chavarria now down at second base, and Ana E. Reyes coming to the plate. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning as the Lovington Wildcats have to go ahead run in scoring position. That was a really good play by KJ Ray at third base. Here's the pitch. Just missed. Ball 1. She didn't turn her glove around to back stab it, but she was in front of it enough that she caught it and then fired it over to first base with a great throw for out number 2. All right, the 1-0 coming up. Aguilar on the outside third. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back to my right now to play. 4 foul ball strike. 1-1 now the count. The PA's cracks me up every time. Heads up after the ball's long gone. But he's trying to help. So 1-1, Martinez taking a long look over to the dugout, getting her numbers. Now she's ready to go. The wind and the 1-1. Oh, almost hit the batter. She just got out of the way of that fastball. Comes screaming inside for ball 2. She turned and it did not hit her. So the count goes to 2-1 to Reyes. Wind continues to blow in here. That pitch misses way outside. It gets away from Aguilar, but the runner doesn't go. So ball 3, and the runner stays at second base. 3-1 now the count. To Reyes as she steps back in. We got Ana E. Reyes at the plate and Ana Lee Chavarria down at second base. Ana E. and Ana Lee. All right, here's the 3-1. Right down the middle. Strike 2 on the swing. Miss. As Martinez brought that one with some attitude. Full count. 2 down. Bottom of the second inning. 1-1 our score. Lovington and Artesia in game 2 of our doubleheader. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Ooh, right over the head of the on deck circle batter. And it's crazy that everything is so close on this field. The backstop is close and the on deck circles are close. And luckily it didn't hit her. She's wearing a helmet, so it would have just rung her bell, but it was a line drive right into the fence above her head. All right, here is the pitch. Swing and the ground ball to the second baseman, who's going to pick it up and fire it to first base. That was Crandall to Apodaca. Really, it was the first base side. She was playing that way. And so the ground out, 4-3 put out, gets the Bulldogs out of the inning. In the inning, there was a 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 1-1 our score. We'll be back.
Please pardon our dust as we move into our new facility at Artesia Animal Clinic. We've begun the process of moving into our new facility, which features more exam rooms, expanded surgery and treatment rooms, lab, x-ray, and larger kennels. We're so excited to be moving into our new facility, and we look forward to being better able to help care for your pets. Artesia Animal Clinic now moving into our new clinic in the same location, 110 West Mahone, just north of Artesia Ford Sales.
When that problem arises, one call to Crouch Plumbing and Heating is all it takes. Crouch's plumbers and technicians are highly trained. No problem is too big or too small for Crouch. Whether you need a water heater replaced, a gas line run, a leaky faucet repaired, or your heater or AC serviced, Crouch can do it all. Your problem is their problem, till it's no longer a problem. Call on Crouch for timely response, quality workmanship at a fair price. Servicing Carlsbad and Artesia.
Welcome back here to KSVP Radio at KSVPTV.com, where the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs come to play. We're going into the top of the third inning. Artesia 1, Lovington 1. Game 2 of our doubleheader this Tuesday night, and the final game of the district regular season for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, as they'll wait for the seeding show on Sunday. We anticipate that they're going to get the number 1 seed. They've been ranked number 1, I think, all year, or at least most of the year in 4A. And they're 11-0 in district and looking for that 12th win here against the Lovington Wildcats. But they are the District 4A 4 4A champs, and Jenna Whitmire sees ball 1 high and away. On deck is Riley Crandall, and in the hole, Kenna Morrison, the 1-2 batters for the Bulldogs, as Whitmire steps back in. 1-0 the count. The pitcher, Udahara, that's Daphne. Delaney pitched first game, now Daphne game 2, and that's called strike 1. Fastball in there for the strike. Bulldog baseball will wrap up their district this week as well. Their 3-game set against the Goddard Rockets. Thursday at 5 p.m. at Brainerd Park. Here's the pitch. High and away for ball 2. We'll be there, but we want to encourage you to be there as well. Cheer the Bulldogs on to victory against the Goddard Rockets. They're perfect in district right now as well, 6-0. Goddard is 5-1, and so the Bulldogs want to get at least 2 and win district outright. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a line drive hit into left field for the leadoff batter, Jenna Whitmire. So no outs. And Riley Crandall come to the plate. Nice piece of hitting there. She stayed back on that changeup and just drove it over into left field. Did Jenna Whitmire. Great piece of hitting. All right, so now coming to the plate will be Riley Crandall. She is 0 for 1, but she did reach on the error. She hit a ground ball that went right between the right under the glove of the shortstop in the top of the first. Now we're in the top of the third. She's going to swing at that outside offering, and it goes out of play back over us for strike 1 on the foul ball. He gives the late heads up against the ball. It hit, bounced 10 times, and he said heads up. All right, here's the wind in the 0-1. Swung on. That's it. Well, if that doesn't slice out of there, oh, it hits the fence, and it's just foul. Oh, my goodness. Crandall stroked that out to left field. It had a tail on it. It was slicing away. Hits the fence almost out of the park. Hits the top part of the fence, but just foul for a long foul ball, strike 2. So she went with that outside pitch. They've given her nothing but outside pitches. Game 1 was all outside, several way outside. And game 2 here, both at bats, she's got nothing but a steady dive to those. So she'll just drive it the opposite direction. That one almost has a wall banger and almost an extra base hit. Here's the pitch. That's way outside. So the count now 1-2 to Crandall. So those first 2 were close enough. The first one she fouled back, and the second one she fouled, but it was just foul down the line in left field. It hit the wall on the line drive. She's back and ready to go. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Away for ball 2. So again, staying away from her. These last 2 quite a bit away. And she hit that one that was close down the line in a hot shot. We'll see if she comes back and challenges her a little bit here. 2-2 the count. Udahara ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hits it to second base. They're going to try to get the double play. Not in time, as they don't even make the throw, but they do get the force out at second base. So the fielder's choice, 4-6 the play. And so out at second base is Jenna Whitmire on the force out. Crandall now standing at first, and at the plate is Kenna Morrison. She's 0 for 0, had a sacrifice bunt. Here's the pitch, strike 1 called. Nice fastball there, caught the outside corner for Udahara. So the sun down now, just got the twilight back behind us. Beautiful evening here in Lovington. Here's the pitch. Oh, called it a strike. So he's stretched out a little bit on his zone. Does that look more familiar to the first game? So 0-2 now to Morrison. She'll step back in and crack down here and hit anything close. Runner at first base is Crandall, who reached on that fielder's choice. Here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. 1-2 now to Kenna. On deck is Caden Apodaca, the first baseman, and in the hole, the right fielder, Zoe Warren for Artesia. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase that. She had to swing at it. It was close enough. It was outside corner. And that's a strikeout swinging and out, number 2. So that'll bring Apodaca to the plate. The 8th grader. She is 0 for 1. 0 for 0. She had a sacrifice fly. to move the runner from second to third. Her first at bat, that was Crandall. Looks at ball low for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Udahara ready to go as she steps back in. So she's not looking over to the dugout. She's looking at her catcher. There's a swing and a pop fly out to right center field. The right fielder coming on and will make the play, and that will be out number 3 on the pop fly to right field. So the Bulldogs get no hits. Sorry, they got 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll be back. Bottom of the third coming up.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need the most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
All right, bottom of the third here in Lovington, New Mexico. 1-1 is the score. Artesia and Lovington all tied up. And coming to the plate will be the leadoff batter for the Lovington Wildcats, number 3, Avery Marquez. She is 1 for 1. Singled her first time up in the bottom of the first inning against Maddie Martinez, the pitcher. KJ Ray at third, Kinsey Carlo at short, Riley Crandall at second, and Caden Apodaca at first. Jenna Whitmire in left, Kenna Morrison in center, and Zoe Warren in right with Mercedes Aguilar catching Madison Martinez. And there's a stroke up the middle. That might be extra bases as it goes off the fence and bounces away from both the right fielder and the left fielder and the center fielder, Morrison and Whitmire. So the stand-up double, leadoff double here in the bottom of the third puts the go-ahead run at second base. And Honey Morales coming to the plate. She put down a sacrifice bunt her first time through as Marcus had led the bottom of the first inning off with a single and moved over to second on that bunt. But now Morales has a chance here to drive a run in if they so determine, if the coach is determined to let her swing away. They might have her bunt, try to move the runner over to third. We'll see. Here's the first pitch. She does square. She does get the bunt down. And picking it up as the first baseman, Apodaca fires it over to Crandall at second base. And then Crandall throws it to third. But getting back in there safely was the runner. It was a sacrifice bunt, though. And Apodaca to Crandall. 3-4 for the put out. And so now with a runner at third base, 60 feet away to take the lead with 1 out. Coming to the plate, Angelina Corral, the number 3 hitter in the lineup. She's 1 for 1 with a single, so if she does that again, there'll be another run scored. First pitch, little bloop into the infield, and the shortstop, Kinsey Carlo, comes charging to her right and makes the play for out number 2 on 1 pitch there. Little line drive flare to the shortstop. And that'll bring number 4 hitter in the lineup, Alexa Bell, to the plate. She's 0 for 0 with a sacrifice fly. She moved her, in this same position. Marquez was standing at third, but she can't get a sacrifice now because there's 2 outs. So she'll have to drive it somewhere to get that RBI. Here's the pitch. Caught the inside corner, called strike 1. On deck is Sienna DePorto, and in the hole, Annalie Chavarria for the Wildcats as they look to take the lead. We're 1-1 here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. 0-1 count to the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Alexa Bell. Maddie Martinez in the circle for the Bulldogs, and a runner at third base. That's the go-ahead run. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike 2 called. Caught that inside corner. Got a rise out of the Lovington crowd. That was similar to a pitch earlier where the Bulldog would have been hit and was called a strike. So caught the front end of that strike zone, and that, that's how it works. So 0-2 the count now. That's why it was called a strike earlier when I was kind of complaining about it a little bit, saying it would have hit the batter, but caught that front part of the plate. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that's inside again, this time too far inside as the batter had to skip out of the way there, Bell. So the count now 1-2 as Maddie looks into the dugout, still looking, and now gets the pitch. Takes a look at her wristband, and now she'll step back up onto the rubber. All right, so 1-2 the count. 2 down. Here's the pitch. Too low. Good job by Perseus behind the plate to keep that ball in front and not allow that run to score on a pass ball. She scoops it out of the dirt. It is dirt infield here and grass outfield, so no turf here at Lovington's field. Here's the wind in the 2-2. Again inside, 3-2, as Bell just got out of the way of that one. So ball 3 on that rise ball that just missed her. She kind of slid out of the way of it. So a payoff pitch coming, 2 outs, full count. 1-1 our score. We're in the bottom of the third, game number 2. And the pitcher is Bell, and the batter is Bell, and the pitcher is Martinez for the Bulldogs. And here's the wind and the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off out of play over to our right for a foul ball strike. Count remains full as the umpire hands the ball to Perseus. She tosses it out to Maddie. So full count pitch once again with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Madison Martinez. Swung on, hit out to left field. That's going to be a base hit as Whitmire will come up and handle it and throw it into second base. But that base hit is a single that drives in a run. And Lovington takes the lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning with the number 5 hitter in the lineup, the catcher, Sienna DePorto, coming to the plate. She is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Runner at first base is Alexa Bell, who just got that RBI in the single and takes the lead back. Lovington got 1 in the bottom of the first, and now get 1 here in the bottom of the third and regain the lead that they had after 1 full inning. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swing. She didn't swing, but he didn't call it a strike. Perseus turned and looked at him. She checked her swing, and Perseus is now looking at him, asking him, I guess, did it miss high, is what I'm guessing she said. It was up in the zone, if it was in the zone at all. Well, it wasn't in the zone because he called it a ball. But it was close to the zone, let's put it that way. Here's the pitch. That one close to the zone again. I thought it was going to be called a strike again, but it was called a ball. So 2-0 now to DePorto. Annalie Chavarria on deck and Jocelyn O'Gean in the hole, the left fielder and first baseman respectively. There's Martinez ready to go. Here's the 2-0. Swung. That looks like it might have the legs. That is a home run for the Lovington Wildcats. So Sienna DePorto hits one out over the left field fence, and Lovington now leads the Artesia Bulldogs by a score. Whoops, messed that up. By a score of 4-1. And you hear the fans going crazy. Sienna DePorto hits it out over the fence in left field. That'll bring number 7, Annalie Chavarria, to the plate, the left fielder, as the Artesia Bulldogs meet in the middle, in the circle, and give Maddie some high fives.
Stepping into the box, number 7, Annalie Chavarria.
So 4-1 Lovington here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. That was a 2-out home run. Good piece of hitting there by the catcher, number 10, Sienna DePorto. So the base pass clear, and Annalie Chavarria will step in. She is 1 for 1 with a single here in game number 2. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to the second baseman, and picking it up and firing it to first base was Riley Crandall. So 4-3 the put out, and that will end the threat. The Artesia Bulldogs will come to bat here with the deficit now 4-3. There were 3 hits, 3 runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. Our score 4-1 going into the top of the 4th. Wildcats lead the Bulldogs.
Chaos Cafe is the place to kick your taste buds in the face. With some of the best food around, including a big breakfast that can scratch that itch. Whether you're fiending for French toast or begging for biscuits, they've got you covered. Plus, great lunch specials, signature burgers, and some of the most satisfying portions in the galaxy. Chaos Cafe backs the Bulldogs and the student athletes that work hard and play harder. Open Monday through Saturday from 5:30 till 2 at 501 South 1st in Artesia. Put a little chaos in your day with Chaos Cafe, and go Bulldogs.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here going into the bottom of the, or top of the 4th inning, and stepping to the plate for Artesia will be the number 4 hitter in the lineup, leading off, number 8, Zoe Warren. She's 0 for 1. She grounded out her first at-bat here in game number 2. And the first pitch low for ball 1. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole, KJ Ray. So here's the wind and the pitch. Ball 2 outside. 2-0 now to Warren. Udahara gets her sign. Now the pitch. Strike called on the outside half. So 2-1 now to Zoe. So once again, she's back ready to go with a 2-1 count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. Foul ball off to the right side now to play for strike 2. So 2-2 now to Zoe. Still got a breeze blowing in from center field. Not quite as strong as it was earlier most of the day, but it zooms back up. And there's a fair ball out in front of the plate. The throw down in time, not in time, as the first baseman stretched out there, but it goes off of her glove. So probably reaching by error because they would have had her. So on the first baseman, was unable to bring that ball in. So the Bulldogs get the tying run on. I mean, no, sorry, it's 4-1. I was thinking they got 1 run, which they did, and then they had a 2-run shot. So 4-1, they get a runner on board, and that'll bring Perseus Aguilar to the plate. First pitch, she tries to bunt it, bounce it down and backwards for a foul ball strike. Perseus 0 for 1. She flew out her first time through. Bulldogs got their 1 run in the top of the 2nd. Lovington got a run in the bottom of the 1st, and then got 3 in the bottom of the 3rd, which was an inning ago. Here's the pitch. Snap throw down, not in time, goes off of the base down there at first base. That was a ball to Perseus, so she'll step back in with a 1-1 count. Aguilar back in, ready to go, and the pitcher, Daphne Udahara, with the pitch. Bunts it foul for strike 2. So 1 and 2 now the count. So the way the softball and the baseball playoffs work, of course, the Bulldogs got to play their 3-game set this week against Goddard. And depending on how they do there, if they get 2 wins, they're going to be the district champs. And if they get 1 win, I think they aren't. I think they got to get 2 to win district. But once those games are done, and we'll wait for this pitch, swung on, fouled off again. So count remains 1 and 2. Then Sunday they'll have the seating show for the state of New Mexico softball and baseball, and we anticipate Artesia Bulldogs getting a top 8 seed and for the baseball, and we also anticipate the Lady Bulldogs maybe getting the number 1 seed. They should get the number 1 seed. So I'll talk about the playoffs after this pitch. 1-2, swung on, fouled off to the right side. Again, out of play. So the 4th foul ball by Perseus Aguilar in this at-bat. She's got a 1 and 2 count. So the softball side of things, both baseball and softball, the higher seed gets a first round home game. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3, swinging and out, number 1. In softball, that home game for the Bulldogs will be a single game, well, for anybody. So softball, the top 8 seeds get a home game, and it's 1 game. And if you lose, you're done. If you win, you move to Albuquerque, Rio Rancho to play. I think it's at Rio Rancho for the state softball tournament. And then when they get up there, the tournament, the top 8 teams after the first round then play double elimination tournament. So that's how softball goes. All right, Udahara ready to go. First pitch at KJC, she foul ball swing as it bounced, I think maybe one off of her and out in front of the plate for a foul ball strike. By the way, KJ 1 for 1 here in this ball game with a big home run. She's got that RBI and the 1 run out there on the board for the Bulldogs. She steps back in ready to go. And I'll talk about the baseball here in a second. Here's the swing and a miss as she got her fooled out in front of a changeup, did Udahara. So 0-2 now the count to Ray. So baseball, the first round, top 8 seeds get the home games, and it's a 3-game set. So best 2 of 3 for the first round of the baseball playoffs. And then the following week in Albuquerque, as we get the pitch, high, ball 1-2 now to KJ Ray. Baseball goes from that 3-game set, best 2 of 3, and then they go to Albuquerque, and then it's single elimination. So you go up there, the top 8 teams, the 8 teams that win the first round. Here's the pitch, low for ball 2. Then you get to Albuquerque, and baseball becomes your one and done if you lose. So a little different format for the baseball and the softball formats, but nonetheless, we anticipate Bulldogs to be in the top 8 both sides. That ball bounces up there for ball 3. So after a foul ball and a strike call, we've got a full count now, 3 straight balls to KJ Ray. The coach changes the pitch over there. He hollers, no. So KJ Ray steps out, and they'll reset here. Full count, 4-1 our score, top of the 4th. Here's the pitch, swung on, a little blooper to the second baseman, and that is out, number 2, on the little bloop pop fly. So the Bulldogs looking to get a 2-out rally going here, and coming to the plate will be the pitcher, number 10, Maddie Martinez. She's 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time through, as she'll step in on the right side to face Udahara for the second time here in game number 2. Daphne Udahara, not to be confused with Delaney, who pitched game 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Good swing, but a better pitch there by Udahara. So girls will be done after tonight until the playoffs. The boys with that 3-game set. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a line drive out to right field. The right fielder takes about 5 steps and will make the play. And that is out, number 3. The Bulldogs get no hits, no runs, 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on base. We'll be back, bottom of 4 coming up. Lovington 4, Bulldogs 1.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Need a family doctor you can trust? Artesia General Hospital's family practice team offers a full range of medical services to patients of every age. Led by family practice physician Dr. Joe Salgado, our providers can help you manage chronic conditions, treat illness and injury, and coordinate specialty care. And for children, pediatrician Dr. Joanne Couch brings her expertise in managing your child's care from birth to age 18. Get peace of mind by finding a partner to care for your whole family close to home. We're accepting new patients at artesiageneral.com/family.
The Shark Song playing here at the ballpark. I don't know what it's called. I call it the Shark Song. It's probably got a different name. But I'm not up on these sort of things. So I just call it the Shark Song. They're trying to give away a $50 gift card, and nobody got up to dance. The PA told the crowd, let's get up here and dance, and nobody did. All right, so we got some changes here for the Bulldogs. As coming in to pitch will be Caden Apodaca, and Maddie Martinez will move over to first base. So Caden to come in to pitch, and Maddie moves over to first base for the Bulldogs. I think that's the only changes that I see as I look around out there, and it is.
We have a winner.
So Caden Apodaca. I guess somebody finally got up down there on the front of the crowd because he said they got a winner. All right, so leading off here in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Lovington Wildcats will be Jocelyn O'Gean. She's 0 for 1 with a line drive flyout. Line drive to the shortstop her first time up. And our new pitcher, 8th grader, Caden Apodaca. So defensively, KJ Ray at third. Well, I'll give you that after this pitch. First pitch coming up here, bottom of the fourth. Strike one called on the fastball. KJ Ray at third, Kenzie Carlo at short, Riley Crandall at second, and Maddie Martinez over at first. Jenna Whitmire out in left, Kenna Morrison in center, and Zoe Warren in right, with Perseus Aguilar catching the new pitcher, Caden Apodaca, who's in the circle. Swing and a foul tip back for strike two. So 0-2 quickly to O'Gean. She's the number 7 hitter in the lineup. The number 8 hitter is the shortstop, number 5, Layla Hernandez, and the number 9 hitter, who is in the hole, right fielder, number 2, Ana E. Reyes. As Apodaca gets her pitch off of her wristband after looking over to get the numbers. And here is the wind and the pitch. High and away for ball one. Rise ball that got outside. Bulldogs continue to be shaded to the right side of the field, out in the outfield. Infield playing pretty much straight away as O'Gean steps back in with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly back over to the right side for a foul ball strike, and the count remains 1-2. So next week we'll have some home games, theoretically, in the playoffs. Girls will have one game. The boys will have a 3-game set. Best 2 of 3. We'll be there. There's a swing and a foul ball to the right side into the chain link fence. So the count remains 1-2. If somehow the boys fall out of the top 8, then they will be playing somewhere else. And we'll just have to wait and see. But anticipate with their record and their district record, they'll get a top 8 seat. They're ranked in the top 8 right now on the rankings. Here's the wind and the pitch. High for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. And I'm selfishly hoping, and hopefully for you fans out there as well, that the games aren't colliding in Artesia. I'm kind of hoping the girls and the boys play at a different time. Girls, of course, will just have the 1 game. The boys will have the 3-game set. There's a little bloop to the right side. Maddie Martinez will come up and make the play on the little pop out for out number 1.
Stepping into the box, number 5.
So it'll bring number 5, Layla Hernandez, to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. She'll face Caden Apodaca for the first time here in game number 2. On deck is the right fielder, Ana E. Reyes, and that pitch is down low for ball 1. And in the hole is the leadoff batter, number 3, Avery Marquez, for the Wildcats, as they lead here in the bottom of the fourth, 4-1. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's a ground ball to the shortstop, and that'll be an out. 6-3 the put out. Carlo to Martinez on the ground out.
Now
And that is out number 2.
Number 2, Anaí Reyes.
And that'll bring number 2, Anaí Reyes, to the plate, the right fielder. She's 0 for 1 with the ground out. She'll step in on the right side to face Caden Apodaca for the first time. Here's the wind and the pitch. Oh, nope. I guess maybe a little low. I was going to say strike 1, but the umpire did not raise his hand. So ball 1. 1-0 the count. Apodaca ready to go. Here's the 1-0. That was outside and high for ball 2. She definitely brought some heat on that pitch. But it was wide and high for a ball. So 2-0 the count. As Apodaca looks at her wristband, now she's ready to go. And the pitch. Oh, and that hit her. Sounded like it hit her. I thought I heard a nip. But just a ball. Batter didn't act like she got hit. And the umpire didn't say she got hit, so ball 3. 3-0 the count on that inside pitch. So the 3-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 3-1 now the count. And the pitch, strike, oh, nope, ball 4. So the walk will put the runner down at first base with the
Number 3, Avery Marquez.
with 2 outs. And that'll bring Avery Marquez to the plate, the center fielder. She is 2 for 2, singled and doubled. And so now steps in, but this time to face Caden Apodaca for the first time. Runner at first base and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. In for ball 1. Down low and inside. Thought I would try standing up, Gene, but I get a better wind block down below the fence. Up here on the top of the press box where Gene and I are at. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the left side, foul for a foul ball strike. 1-1 now the count to Marcus. Honey Morales on deck and Angelina Corral in the hole as Whitmire gets that ball, gets it to Carlo, who gets it to Apodaca, and everybody will reset. So 1-1 the count as Apodaca gets ready. Here's the wind and the pitch. Low, and the runner was going and then stopped and then went anyway. The ball gets into center field, but Morrison back there quickly gets it in. So the ball inside and sealing second base was the runner, Anaí Reyes. So now runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and the count 2-1 to the batter, the leadoff batter, Avery Marcus. As they clean off second base out in the field. She slid in down there. All right, so here's the 2-1. Swung on, pop fly off to the right side, out of play. For foul ball, strike 2, heads up. I don't know why it cracks me up, but it does. All right, so the count now 2-2 as Caden steps back on the rubber. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, that's going to be a little flare to the right side, foul. Thought it might get down for a base hit, but it did not. It had that slice on it from the right-handed batter to the right side. So she'll step back in, 2-2 the count. Caden looking, and now she gets her pitch. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, foul to the left side. So the count remains 2-2. As KJ Ray goes over there and gets it. Tosses it back to Caden. And everybody reset. Batter back in the box. Caden getting her pitch, looking at her wristband, and now has it. 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. So a full count now to Marquez, who is 2 for 2 in the ball game. She singled and doubled. Has a full count with 2 outs and a runner at second base. The pitch swung on. That's it. Well, that may get out of here, and it does. Another home run for the Lovington Wildcats as she hits that into the wind and hits it over the right field fence for a 2-run shot. And Lovington now leads 6-1 over the Artesia Bulldogs here in game number 2.
Home run, Avery Marquez.
So that'll bring number 4, Honey Morales, to the plate, the second baseman. She is 0 for 0 with a pair of sacrifice bunts. So Lovington now with a 5-run lead, 6-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the Bulldogs still in the circle talking about it. It's Caden Apodaca, the new pitcher.
At the plate for the Wildcats, number 4.
Gets high fives from her infield. All right, so Honey Morales will step in, the second baseman. Wears number 4 on her white with pinstripe jersey. On deck will be number 13, third baseman Angelina Corral, and in the hole, the DP, number 77, Alexa Bell. First pitch, ball 1 up high to Morales. So 2 home runs here in this ball game into this win. The Bulldogs, there's been 3. Actually, KJ Ray has 1, and Lovington has a pair. That pitch is low for ball 2. Breeze not blowing. It's a breeze now, steady, good breeze. It was blowing a lot harder in game 1, but it's still blowing now, and it gusts too. But we've seen 3 home runs here in game number 2. 1 for the Bulldogs and 2 for Lovington. Here's the wind and the pitch. Again low, that's ball 3. So 3-0 now to the batter, Honey Morales. Apodaca gets her pitch, looks at the wristband, and now she's ready to go. Strike called on the inside half of the plate, so 3-1 now on the fastball. Again, Apodaca getting her pitch, now looks at her wristband, and she's ready to go. 3-1 count, and the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. Riley Crandall picks it up, fires it to first, and that will end the threat. 4-3 the put out, Crandall to Martinez. But once again, Lovington able to do some damage. They get 1 hit, but 2 runs. There were no Bulldog errors and nobody left on base. 6-1 Lovington as we go into the top of the 5th.
Prices are being slashed at Castle Rentals, Artesia's fun and friendly rent-to-own furniture store. Get a free mattress pad cover when you purchase a Serta or Kingdom mattress. Both brands on sale now. Get deep discounts on lamps by Cow Lighting. Beautiful and unique handcrafted lamps made right here in the US of A. Find your new furniture, appliances, or electronics today at Castle Rentals, 2616 West Main in Artesia. Rent-to-own or 90 days same as cash on all items. Bob Reed Pest Control has been providing pest management services for over 50 years and continues to set high standards for their customers. Protect your home, family, and pets from destructive, poisonous, and disease-carrying pests. All of Bob Reed Pest Control's licensed technicians are continuously trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for any situation. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today, 575-623-5344, and find them fast in names and numbers.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. I've got the yawns tonight. Oh, what's wrong? I guess I'm sleepy. All right, so it's 6-1 here in game number 2 as we head into the top of the 5th inning. And coming to the plate for the Artesia Bulldogs is Liz Della Riva. She is 0 for 1 in the ballgame. She grounded out her first time through as she faces Daphne Urahara for the second time. Udahara ready to go. Here's the line and the pitch. Down and in for ball 1. So 1-0 the count. On deck is Jenna Whitmire, and in the hole, Riley Crandall for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. As they look to battle back here, get some runs. There's a swing and a foul ball off to the right and out of play for strike one. 1-1 now the count. Udahara gets her pitch, now ready to go. Change up, too high, a little bit outside for ball two. So 2-1 now the count to Liz Della Riva. She steps back in on the right side, looking to get things started off here for the Bulldogs. Top of 5, down by 5, 6-1. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul back and into the chain link for strike two. 2-2 now the count. Lovington also expecting a top 8 seed as they're the number 3 ranked team in the state, and right now have the lead over the Bulldogs as there's a swing, line drive out to right field. That's going to hit the fence. She's going to round first and head to second base, and she is in there. She slides in, but could have been a stand-up, and that's a nice leadoff double for Della Riva. She stands at second base, and that'll bring the number 9 here in the lineup, Jenna Whitmire, to the plate. Jenna is 1-for-1 with a single, so the Bulldogs getting a good start here in the top of the 5th inning. Down by 5 with a runner now in scoring position with a double to lead things off. Liz Della Riva and Jenna Whitmire steps in. Again, it's 1-1 in the ball game, so a base hit somewhere here could very easily score a run. Here's the pitch called, strike one on the outside corner to Jenna. On deck is the top of the order, Riley Crandall, and in the hole, Kenna Morrison, the number 2 batter in the lineup. Bulldogs got some runs to make up here, and they got a good start here in the top of the 5th with the Della Riva double to lead things off. Pitch, and she tries to bunt it and misses the bunt for strike 2 on the bunt effort for Jenna. So she'll step back in here. Della Riva down at second base, and Whitmire at the plate. 0-2 the count, nobody out, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. So 1-2 now the count. Whitmire steps back in. Udahara ready to go. The pitch, swung on, foul tipped back for a foul ball strike. So the count remains 1-2. Jenna looking to drive one somewhere. She's already singled her first time through. 1-1. 1-for-1 is her current status here in the ball game. She has a 1-2 count now. She steps back in. Udahara ready with the pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. So good at bat here for Jenna if she continues to battle.
Sorry for the delay.
Couple softballs come in from the dugout. As the catcher, DePorto, takes a look over. Now she's ready to go. Gives a sign to her pitcher, Udahara. Here's the pitch, swung on. Drive out to right side, but foul. Another good swing there by Whitmire to stay alive. So she'll step back in with a 1-2 count. Her 7th pitch upcoming here. She's fouled off 3. Here's the pitch. High, gets over the catcher's head, so the wild pitch will move the runner from second to third. So the Bulldogs have run number 2 waiting down at third base with nobody out. Whitmire now with a 2-2 count. The wind in the pitch, down and in, ball 3, skips away again, but just off, trickles away from the catcher to Porto off to the left, so the runner stays put. So now, having a great at bat, Jenna Whitmire has battled back to a full count after being down 0-2. She fouled off 3 pitches. And the full count, as the catcher finally gives a sign to the pitcher, Udahara. Here it is. And that is strike 3. Got her on the outside corner looking. And that is out number 1, which will bring the leadoff batter, number 13, Riley Crandall, to the plate. She's 0 for 2, reached on an error and hit into a fielder's choice. So she wants to get something going here and get an RBI. She's got to run her 60 feet down at third base. 1 out, 6-1 is our score. Lovington leading here in game number 2. The pitch. Swung on. Woo! That was a smoker up the middle. Base hit and an RBI for Riley Crandall. As that went off the glove of the pitcher, she did get her hand up, but it was gone in a hurry. So we got a timeout called by the Lovington coach as he's going to walk out. Talk it over. Bulldogs now back within 4, 6-2 our score.
Next studio question is a softball question.
So I've been talking about it a lot, but we've got 3 games left this week for Artesia Bulldogs, as we've got the Artesia Bulldog baseball team hosting Goddard in game 1 of the 3-game set Thursday evening at 5 o'clock from Brainerd Park. I want to encourage everybody to come out and support the Bulldogs as they look to stay perfect in district. Right now 6-0. They've swept Lovington and swept Portales. And now I get to face probably our fiercest rival, the Goddard Rockets. So that game will be at 5 o'clock Thursday. And then the twin bill on Friday to round out the 3-game series will be at Goddard, 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. If you're somewhere else on earth, you can, of course, watch it and listen to it right here, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. But if you're close, live in Artesia, go to the ball games. That ball to Morrison is high and away, ball 1. Well, they could be anywhere on earth as long as they got a screen and internet. Really don't even have a screen. There's a hard hit to the second baseman. Nice pickup there. And they call it the double play, 4-6-3. It was close, but that's the call. So the ground out turns into a double play, and that ends the threat. Artesia, that ain't what I wanted to do. So Artesia gets 2 hits, 1 run, no errors, and nobody left on base. 6-2, bottom of the 5th coming up.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends May 2nd, 2022.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
All right, we're back here at the ballpark, 8:02 Tuesday evening. Coming to the plate will be number 13, Angelina Corral for the Lovington Wildcats. She is 1 for 2 with a single. She steps in to face the pitcher, Caden Apodaca, for the first time. That pitch, way high, and gets by the outstretched arm of Mercedes Aguilar, who had come out of her stance. So just got away there from Caden. 1-0 the count to Corral. On deck is Alexa Bell, and in the hole, Sienna DePorto for the Wildcats. Six to 2, Lovington by 4. And starting off here in the bottom of the 5th, that pitch is high and away for ball 2. 2-0 the count. As Apodaca takes a look over to the dugout, gets her pitch, now steps onto the rubber, ready to go. 2-0 the count, the pitch, strike, call, fastball down the pipe. So 2-1 now to Corral. And once again gets her pitch back onto the rubber, ready to go. 2-1 pitch. Low and inside for ball 3. 3-1 now to Corral. Defensively, the Bulldogs have Whitmire, Morrison, and Warren from left to right. Ray, Carlo, Crandall, and Martinez from third to first, with Aguilar catching Apodaca. 3-1 the count. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that hit her. Oh, and that hurt. Doggone it. Hopefully she'll be okay. She hustles down to first base, but that definitely does not feel good. A fastball. She's going to walk it off down there. So the leadoff batter gets on by hit by pitch. That's Angelina Corral, and that'll bring to the plate the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Alexa Bell. She is 1 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and a single. Coach Crandall out talking to the home plate umpire. And the Lovington fans, I don't know, he's talking to the umpire. The fans, I can hear them, don't like that he's talking to him.
That is correct. 1 base, Angelina Corral.
Now batting for the Wildcats, senior number 77, Alexa Bell.
All right, so Coach Crandall's still talking to the umpire, but everybody back in their spots. All right, so we're ready to go. Well, nope. Walking out talking to Caden was Perseus. Now she's coming back as the Bulldogs look to get back to their spots here. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And at the plate, Alexa Bell with a runner down at first base after being hit by pitch. That's Angelina Corral down there. All right, so Apodaca ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. A little bit high, I suppose, for ball 1. Kind of skips away from Perseus, but she tracks it down, and the runner stays put down at first base. So 1-0 the count. Caden with the wind and the pitch. Swung on, that's hit well out the right field. That's going to be fielding on the hop, but it gets by the shortstop on the throw from Zoe Warren, but backing her up was KJ Ray. So there's just a single, moves the runner from station to station.
Stepping into the box, senior number 10, Sienna.
Still nobody out, and coming to the plate will be number 10, Sienna DePorto, although it looks like they might be making a change. Courtesy runner coming in out at first base.
Number 12. 14, Chloe Sweetie Gonzalez Corral.
So the courtesy runner is number 14.
Stepping into the box,
Chloe Corral.
number 10, Sienna DePorto.
And coming to the bat will be Sienna DePorto, number 10. She is 1 for 2 with a ground out and a home run here in the ball game. And she's got runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th, and the score is 6-2. Here's the wind and the pitch from Caden Apodaca. Called, strike 1 down the middle. Chilly night here in Lovington now. That wind continues to blow, and it's dark, 30. Lights are shining brightly. Here's the wind and the 0-1. Strike 2, called. 0-2 quickly to DePorto. On deck is Annalie Chavarria, and in the hole, Jocelyn Olguin for the Wildcats. Nobody out, and they lead by 4, 6-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. It's going to go to the second baseman. Crandall will go to the short and turn it. 4-6-3, the double play. The runner does move over to third base, but nice play there. 4-6-3. And safe at third is the runner.
Number 7,
That'll bring to the plate Annalie Chavarria. She is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. And with 2 outs now and a runner at third, first pitch bounces up there. Perseus again with an outstanding job fielding that and keeping the runner down at third base. On deck is the first baseman Jocelyn Olguin, and in the hole Layla Hernandez, the shortstop. Annalise Chevrier at the plate. 1-0 the count. 2 outs, 6-2. Wildcats over the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 5th. That pitch down and in as well, so ball 2. 2-0 now the count. And she's back ready to go. Both pitcher and catcher looking to the dugout to get the pitch. Aguilar and Apodaca, now they have it. 2-0 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side that will get out of play for a foul ball strike. So now 2-1 to Chavarria. And the umpire gets the ball in quickly to Apodaca. The runner will come back and pick up her the batter. Annalise Chavarria. So 2-1. And she steps back in on the right side. Apodaca with the wind and the pitch. Ball 3, just a little bit low. Takes the count to 3-1. Bulldogs turn that double play, but there is still a runner at third base that was advanced on the 4-6-3 double play. They had runners at first and second. So 2 outs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, and that's a base hit in the left field. So that's an RBI single for Chavarria. And the score now 7-2 in favor of the Wildcats. And that'll bring number 9, Jocelyn Ogeen, to the plate. She is 0 for 2. She line drived out and she flew out her first 2 at bats. So she'll step in on the right side to face Caden Apodaca. Runner at first base. And our score now 7-2. We've got 2 outs and we're in the bottom of the 5th. Bulldogs down to the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Missed away and down. So low and outside, ball 1. As Apodaca looking at her wristband. Now she gets what she wants. Here's the wind in the 1-0. A swung on, hit out to right center field. Making a fantastic play out there for the 3rd out was Kenna Morrison. My goodness, she chased that down, tracked it down, and that is out number 3 on a fantastic line drive, chase down catch in right center field by Kenna Morrison. So as we go into the top of the 6th inning, the Lovington Wildcats get 2 hits and 1 run there in the bottom of the 5th, but boy, that could have been more, as that was a great play out there in right field. 1 runner left on base. It's 7-2 Lovington. Top of the 6th coming up.
You know what happens in the spring. It's cleanup time. And AC&B, HF Sinclair, Navajo Refining, and the Boy Scouts are at it again to help clean up our community. The Scouts will come to your house and haul off items that you need to dispose of and have no way of hauling. The dates for pickup are April 23rd, May 28th, June 4, and June 11. Just call 575-513-0143 and let me know when, where, and what. Take advantage of this free service and let's make Artesia clean and beautiful.
When I was young, I thought I had forever to prepare for retirement. But as the years went by, retirement got closer and closer. And, well, I wish I'd have started saving 10 years earlier.
How you spend your retirement depends on what you do now while you're still working. We've helped a lot of area seniors prepare for retirement. Stop in and see us about saving for yours. Western Bank of Artesia. We're big on you. Member FDIC.
Top of 6, and Caden Apodaca will lead things off for the Bulldogs here. Try to get these runs back. Down by 5, 7-2 is our score as we get ready to start the top of the 6th. And coach talking to the umpire for the Bulldogs, getting something clarified. Now has it figured out. So Caden Apodaca will step in. Caden 0 for 1. She does have her sacrifice fly and a regular fly out. So 0 for 1 here in this ball game. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 1. Lovington fans thought maybe it was a strike, as they gave 3 ohs out of the dugout. All right, so 1-0 the count to Caden as she steps back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Low for ball 2. The count. Apodaca ready to go. Udahara gets her pitch. Now she steps onto the rubber. Pitch, that's outside, ball 3. That was wide and elevated for ball 3. All credit goes to Mr. Alvino Lopez with that adjectives on that pitch. Wide and elevated. Here's the 3-0 right down the middle, called strike 1. Al, if you're listening, love you, man. See you Thursday. 7-2, 3-1 pitch. That's swung on. That's a base rip up the middle to lead things off here in the top of the 6th for Caden Apodaca. So she now stands at first base, and coming to the bat will be the right fielder, number 8, Zoe Warren, cleanup batter. She's 0 for 2 here in this ball game. She grounded out and reached by error as she steps in on the right side. Apodaca down at first base, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1, caught that outside corner. Bulldogs have gotten their 2 runs, 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the 5th. Lovington had a run in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th. Here's the pitch. Outside and high, or elevated and wide, depending on which adjective you want to use for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. To Zoe as she steps back in, ready to go. Aguilar on deck and Ray in the hole. Here's the 1-1. Called strike 2 on the inside corner for a 1-2 count. Udahara steps back onto the rubber. Here's the wind and the 1-2. Swung on, hit well, but foul as she rips it down the right side and it gets out of play down the right sideline for a foul ball strike. So the count remains 1-2 to Zoe Warren. Perseus on deck and KJ in the hole for the Bulldogs. We've got 5 runs to make up here as they're down to get tied back up. 7-2 is our score. That pitch high for a ball. So the count now 2-2 to Warren. Boy, you hear a lot of sounds, I can't tell if that's I don't know who it is. One of the dugouts, maybe both of them. Here's the pitch, high, ball 3. That pitch was tall. I think I give credit to Gene for that one. Elevated goes to Alvino, and tall goes to Gene. I just say high. I don't know. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Little pop fly to the second baseman, and that will be out, number 1 in the inning on the infield pop fly. So coming to the plate will be number 15, Perseus Aguilar. And she'll step in 0 for 2, a ground out, and she reached on an error. First pitch, called, strike 1. Perseus will step back in, ready to go. Udahara gets her pitch. She's back onto the rubber, and here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. So short and wide for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Perseus. As Udahara ready to go. There's the 1-1. Swung on, another foul ball down the right side. Gets out of play on the line drive. So that takes count to 1-2 to Perseus Aguilar. And they just now get the ball and had to chase it down over there. But the umpire had already gotten the ball to the pitcher. So they throw it back in, does the right fielder Reyes. Or somebody out, I guess a kid out there threw it over the fence. That's what it was, because I got out of play. All right, so the count now 1-2. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. 2-2 now to Aguilar. On deck is KJ Ray, and in the hole, Maddie Martinez for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's a ground ball to the right side. Second baseman's going to have to hurry, and she bobbles it. Everybody's safe as Perseus beats it out down there. But that's an error on the second baseman.
Now batting number 7, KJ Ray.
So KJ Ray will come to the plate with Perseus Aguilar at first and Caden Apodaca down at second base. And we got a courtesy runner coming in. And I don't know, I can't tell. Number 9?
Courtesy runner, Lupine.
The courtesy runner is number 9 for the Artesia Bulldogs. All right, so KJ Ray will step out after waiting for the pitch. Never came, so she got tired of waiting and steps out. Calls time. Now back in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Little bloop in the infield. Second baseman will scoop it and toss it to the shortstop for the out. But moving over on the fielder's choice. 4-6 to play. Safe at third base and safe at first base. So now runners on the corners with 2 outs. Coming to the plate for Artesia will be Perseus Aguilar. Swing and a foul ball off to the right side, out of play for strike 1. So 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. And I said it was Perseus Aguilar. It's not. It's Maddie Martinez at the plate. I don't know why I said that. As again, somebody out there is throwing the ball back in, which just causes more time because they got to toss it around, throw it over to the dugout. But they're trying to be helpful because the pitcher was ready to go, but then the ball comes tossed over the fence. All right, so the count now 0-1 to Martinez, and there's another foul ball back and out of play for strike 2. So the umpire once again gets the ball out to the pitcher, Udahara, and Maddie Martinez will step back in. She's 0 for 2. She grounded out and hit a line drive out. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, 2-out rally needed. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. 1-2 now the count to Maddie. On deck is Elizabeth De La Riva, and in the hole, Jenna Whitmire for Artesia. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul tip straight back for a foul ball strike, and the count remains 1-2. Maddie steps back in. The pitcher, Udahara, takes a look into DePorto and now gets the pitch. Here's the wind in the 1-2. High, ball 2. Good crowd here. I don't think I said that one time. Good crowd here for Lovington, obviously, at home, and a good crowd for Artesia as well, as the Bulldogs always travel well. Here for the doubleheader in Lovington. Here's the 2-2. Swung on. That's a hard hit. That's a base hit. And KJ Ray will stop a second, but that is a single, an RBI single for Maddie Martinez. And so the Bulldogs have a 2-out rally going. Runners at first and second. And at the plate, number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva, the DP here in the ball game. She is 1 for 2 with a double. And she steps in on the right side to face Udahara for the 3rd time. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip straight back. Boy, she just missed that pitch. Good cut there by Liz. Bulldogs back within 4 here. 7-3 our score in the top of the 6th. And Urahara getting her pitch from DePorto. Has it. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like a change of speed. I think probably a curveball, but it also could have been just a straight change. Either way, fooled her a little bit. So 0-2 the count to Liz as she steps back in. Boy, a double right here would score 2. She got a double her last at bat. See what she does with this 0-2 count. That missed away outside for ball 1. So 1-2 now the count. Good eye there by De La Riva. On deck is Whitmire, and in the hole, Crandall, if the Bulldogs can keep this 2-out rally going. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung up. She checked the swing, but he called it a strike 3. So strikeout looking ends the threat. But the Artesia Bulldogs do get a run across as they get 2 hits, 1 run. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 7-3, Lovington over our Artesia Bulldogs.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Hello, Martin here from Frost Mortgage. I want to tell you about something really, really awesome. It's my Zero for Hero program. Are you a veteran, current military? Do you work in the medical field, the police department, fire department, or are you in the school system? If you are, then we need to talk. My Zero for Hero program can assist you with either your closing cost or your interest rate. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
Frost Mortgage is a division of Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated and is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 3094.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and the score 7-3. Lovington.
Number 5.
Coming to the plate will be number 5, Layla Hernandez, the shortstop for the Wildcats. She's 0 for 2. She grounded out her first 2 times up. And now will step in on the right side to face Apodaca for her 3rd at bat here in the ballgame. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for ball 1. Defense playing hard swing to the right, out in outfield. Infield playing straight up. As Apodaca ready to go. And the pitch. Swung on. It's the slow roller. Apodaca doesn't get it. KJ Ray does, and she fires it to first base for out number 1. Ground out. 5-3 the put out. Ray to Martinez. Good stretch over there by Maddie. And good play by KJ. And that'll bring the right fielder, number 2 and number 9 hitter in the lineup, Ana E. Reyes, to the plate. She is 0 for 1. A ground out and a walk to her name as she steps in to face Apodaca. Caden with her pitch. Now she goes into the wind into motion. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Apodaca. Caught me in the yawn there. Apodaca with the wind and the pitch. And that is inside, ball 1. Down, low, and in for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Bulldogs want to keep them scoreless here, and then they've got the 7th inning to at least get 4 runs, so that will be the ball game. As Apodaca ready to go, here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul ball back to the right. Now to play for strike 2. Heads up. So in Artesia, we got the foul growl, the moo, and here we got the heads up when a foul ball goes out. All right, the 1-2. Swing, and that's a ground ball to the right side. Crandall will pick it up and toss it to Maddie. 4-3 the put out on the ground ball. And that is out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That gets us back to the top of the order for the Lovington Wildcats. The center fielder, number 3, Avery Marquez. 3 for 3. The young lady's having quite the game. If she hits a triple here, she'll hit for the cycle. She has a single, double, and a home run. If she can find a triple, she'll hit for the cycle, which is very rare. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So big game 2 here for Avery Marquez, a leadoff batter. You go 3 for 3, you're having a good game. Single, double, and a home run. Even better. All right, so here's the 1-0 from Apodaca. Swing. That goes off of the stab effort down that third base line. That was a hot shot. I'm going to give her another hit. That was very difficult. Just getting her, I think it hit her in the arm on the bounce. KJ Ray just getting her glove or her arm on it was amazing. That was a hot shot. So the infield single for Avery Marquez gets to the plate the second baseman, number 4, Honey Morales. She's 0 for 1, a couple of sacrifice bunts. With 2 outs, though, she won't do that again, I don't think. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball 1. That was the 53rd pitch for Caden. She has 27 strikes and 26 balls so far here, as she came in relief of Maddie Martinez 2 innings ago. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit right back up the middle for a base hit. And so moving station to station are the Lovington Wildcats on that single.
Make some noise for Angelina Corral.
All right, so Marquez at second, Morales at first, and Angelina Corral coming to the plate. She's 1 for 2. She singled, hit into a line drive out, and hit by pitch. So she's been on the bags, been in the base path twice here in this game. And now with 2 outs, has runner in scoring position at second and a runner at first base as she steps in on the right side to face Caden Apodaca. Caden ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike called right down the middle. Strike 1. So again, Caden and Perseus taking a look over to the dugout to get the pitch. They both look at their wristbands, and now we're ready. Here's the 0-1. Swung on. Pop fly in the infield. Calling everybody off is Crandall, and she will make the play. And so that will end the threat for the Lovington Wildcats on that pop fly. Lovington gets 2 hits, no runs, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. So we go to the top of the 7th. Bulldogs got to score at least 4 to go into the bottom of the 7th. It's 7-3 Wildcats.
My name is Larry Dean. I'm the disciple pastor here at Faith Baptist Church, and I'd like to invite you to something we call faith groups. Now, there are a ton of resources out there to help people better understand the Bible, but I believe the very best way to grasp the truths of Scripture is to get together with other adults on a regular basis to study the Bible. And that's what we do every Wednesday night here at Faith Baptist Church. So if you're not in a weekly Bible study, come join us this Wednesday at 6:15 for faith groups. Thanks, God bless, and go Bulldogs.
Eastern New Mexico University is open for visitors to come to visit our campus. Come be our guest for a guided tour of one of the best small-town college atmospheres in the Southwest. Take a look at all ENMU has to offer, including the best residence halls in New Mexico as recognized by Niche.com. Sign up today for your personal tour of ENMU and our beautiful campus by visiting enmu.edu/visit. Explore, experience, excel. Eastern New Mexico University.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're in the top of the 7th inning. They're still warming up out here. Some of the dugout was dancing down in front of the Lovington dugout to this music that they got playing on the PA. Coming to bat for the Bulldogs, leading off here in the top of the 7th is going to be the left fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire. On deck is Riley Crandall, and in the hole, Kenna Morrison. Bulldogs need 4 runs to keep this game going. And so that's going to be what they try to do and stay perfect in district. Right now they're 11-0, but on the chance here, they're down by 4, and they've got their last 3 outs to get those 4 runs to keep this game going to stay perfect. Swung on, roll out to right center field. That's going to go 1 hop into the fence. Whitmire will stand up double to lead things off. And boy, that's what you like to see right there, a stand up double to lead things off when you're down by 4 in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring Riley Crandall to the plate. Riley is 1 for 3 in the ball game, and she's got a runner in scoring position to get within 3 here. So Udahara will step back onto the rubber once she gets her pitch from her catcher, DePorto. Whitmire drives out into right center field for the stand-up double. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Staying away from Crandall. But they have come in and challenged her. She has a single. She hit into a fielder's choice, and she reached by error. So she's put the ball in play every time at the plate today in this game. That ball called strike. Whoa. Good wide zone there. 1-1 the count. So Crandall steps back in. She can certainly drive it over the left field fence if they give her another close one on the outside. Here's the pitch. That one's too low, too far outside, ball 2. So 2-1 the count. Kenna Morrison in the on-deck circle, and Caden Apodaca, the pitcher, in the hole. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's going to be a base hit into right field. Coming around to score will be Jenna Whitmire. And nice piece of hitting there for the Artesia Bulldogs. Back-to-back hits, a single and a double. And Bulldogs now within 3, 7-4. Our score. Riley Crandall standing at first base, and coming to the plate, Kenna Morrison.
Now batting number 2, Kenna Morrison.
Kenna 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. She has a runner down at first base, and Riley Crandall. The tying run now in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be another little flare out to right field. That's going to fall fair. And going from first to third will be Crandall. They're going to throw it across, so that's going to move Morrison over to second base. So the Bulldogs now have the tying run at the plate. Nobody out. And runners at second and third. And we got a timeout called by the coach from Lovington. Not happy. Is he, although just a tough play. It was a single out there, and going all the way to third on the play was Crandall, and moving into second base on the throw, Kenna Morrison. I guess that's why the coach was upset. And he's got the entire team in the circle with him. He brought in the outfielders and everybody. 7-4, Bulldogs down by 3 here in the top of the 7th, but nobody out. Runners at second and third, and we're right in the meat of the order. Caden Apodaca, who we've already seen pop one over the fence, could tie it up here with one swing on the home run. Coach for Lovington walks out of the circle, takes a deep breath, and the entire Lovington team is standing in the circle, or just on the edge of it, outfielders and all. So the Bulldogs looking to get this win. They're going to have to battle back here. 7-4. Caden Apodaca steps up. She's 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, a fly out, and a single. She also has that 3-run shot in the top of the 7th in game 1 to win the ball game. There's a shot out to center field. Center fielder will make the play, but tagging up and scoring will be Riley Crandall, and getting back to second is Morrison. So the Bulldogs within 1 here. Well, I mean, within 2 on that sacrifice fly with only 1 out. Good play out there by the center fielder to get to that. All right, so Zoe Warren will come to the plate, the cleanup batter. 1 out. She represents the tying run as Udahara with 1 out, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called to Zoe. Perseus Aguilar on deck and KJ Ray in the hole here. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. That's a foul ball. I lost sight of it. I thought it was a ground ball out the foul ball strike. It went off to the right side. So 0-2 the count. Zoe Warren will step back in. Runner at second base is Kenna Morrison. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss, got her to chase. And that is out number 2 on the strikeout swinging. So the Bulldogs down to their final out here. Tying run at the plate in Perseus Aguilar. 7-5, Bulldogs down by 2 in the final game of the regular district season here. Playoffs up next for these 2 teams, but they're battling right here trying to get this win, both teams. Here's the wind in the pitch. Outside, ball 1. We've seen Perseus rip it out of the park multiple times over the last couple of years. And last year I remember seeing her hit for the cycle, which again is really rare. But she hit a single, then she hit a double, then she hit a triple, then she hit a home run. That was consecutive at-bats in that particular ball game. She steps in here with a 1-0 count and a runner at second base. Here's the pitch. Called. Strike one. Perseus swings around and looks at him. I thought the same thing. I thought it was high and outside, but strike called nonetheless. So 1-1 now the count to Perseus as she'll step back in on the right side. 2 down, top of 7, 7-5. Here's the pitch. She did not swing. That was the same pitch, and he called it a ball. So we'll take it 2-1 now the count. She checked her swing. Good fastball there for Udahata as that missed just high and outside. 2-1 to count. Perseus back ready to go. Here's the pitch. That's a swing. It's a ground ball to second baseman. She picks it up, goes to first. And the Lovington Wildcats get the win. And so the Bulldogs fall 7-5 here in the second game of the doubleheader. We're going to go ahead and get the Guy Chevrolet postgame show going. When we come back, we'll have the final stats. The big one, 7-5, Lovington over Artesia. We'll be back.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends May 2nd, 2022.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
Hey Artesia, Cambria here from your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell. Feed the whole fam with our amazing new deal, our 10-piece leg and thigh feast for only $31.99. It includes 2 mashed potatoes and gravy, slaw, and 5 buttermilk biscuits. All this amazing food for only $31.99. You've got to try it. You can also add on either 4 crispy tenders or a chocolate or lemon cake for only $5.55 more. We hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell in Artesia.
Did you know that your actions matter? Your words, how you say them, your reactions in life? And they don't just matter to you or to me, but more importantly, they matter to Jesus. All we do with Jesus at the center, I'm going to be rewarded for. All our other efforts in this life will amount to nothing. See, Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 14, if the work survives, that builder will receive a reward. So take a look backwards. Look at the work of your life. Has it survived? Can you see it? Can you see how things are working today? If not, then what needs to change? What needs to change in me? I probably need to include Jesus. If Jesus isn't a part of your life, we ask you to come help us introduce you to Jesus at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walmart.
All right, welcome back here to the Guy Chevrolet postgame show. The Artesia Bulldogs fall to the Lovington Wildcats, 7-5, our final score. Getting the win is Daphne Udahata. She pitched 7 strong innings through 127 pitches, 83 for strikes, 44 for balls. She gave up those 5 runs, 4 of which were earned. Her ERA in the ballgame, 5.14. She had 5 strikeouts, gave up 9 hits to the Bulldog offense, and gets the win. For the Artesia Bulldogs, taking the loss in the ball game is going to be Madison Martinez. She started the pitcher. She had 4 earned runs, a 12.0 ERA, and let's see, I was looking for the number of hits. And then Caden Apodaca came in, and she pitched the balance of the game. She gave up 3 runs, had a 9.0 ERA. Offensively for the Bulldogs, Riley Crandall went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Kenna Morrison was 1 for 3. Caden Apodaca also 1 for 3 with an RBI. Zoe Warren was 0 for 4. Perseus Aguilar 0 for 4. KJ Ray 1 for 3 with an RBI and a home run. Madison Martinez went 1 for 3. Jenna Whitmire was 2 for 3. And that rounds out the batting for the Artesia Bulldogs. Bulldogs get 9 hits, and they score, get 5 RBIs and score 5 runs. So the final score, 7-5, Lovington in game 2. The Bulldogs win game 1, 3-0. They split, but the Artesia Bulldogs are your District 4 4A state district champions and head into the playoffs next week. We'll find out where we're seated Sunday. Just one more reminder, baseball Thursday night at Brainerd Park, 5 o'clock, taking on the Goddard Rockets, and then we'll go to Goddard Friday evening, 5 and 7 for the round out of the 3-game series in that doubleheader. On behalf of Gene Dow, this is Joby Hodling saying thank you for tuning in, and we will see you Thursday night.